Do you want anime recommendations from someone who's been watching anime for like 2 months? No?
Then leave!
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and because the Dunning-Kruger effect is real, this video is about my 3 favorite women-loving women animes. Granted, I have only watched 5 women-loving women animes in total, also one of them was this one.
It scarred me for life.
But thanks to my super scientific community poll, I know that about half of you are just like me and don't know shit about anime.
It's like the blind leading the blind.
I'm starting with an anime that I kind of hated after I finished watching it, but then a little time went by, and I realized I didn't actually hate the anime, I just hated that I was in it.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Adachi and Shimamura is about 2 underachieving teenagers who meet while they're both skipping class. And although neither of them have any close friends, Shimamura at least has a few surface level friends, one of whom has very large, glasses. Very large glasses. And even though Shimamura is not at all well adjusted, from the outside, she at least appears to be. Adachi, on the other hand, is a painfully awkward social hermit. I mean, my girl does not with anyone.
I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me.
That is until she meets Shimamura. And after initially fighting her feelings, Adachi realizes she has a huge crush on her new friend. And the rest of the anime is basically Adachi trying to work up the courage to tell Shimamura how she feels. And I'll be honest, it does get repetitive as f. Like, by episode 5, I legit wanted to shake this shit out of Adachi, which was one of the reasons I initially didn't like this anime. But upon further reflection, I realized this show is a lot deeper than its surface level plot. So if you go into it only for the romance, you will be disappointed, because above all, this is a show about human connection, our desire for it or our apathy toward it. And I feel like most people will be able to relate to either Adachi or Shimamura, because let's be honest, we're all a little up. Personally, I relate to Shimamura in a way that frankly worries me.
I am a sociopath!
I cannot recommend this anime enough, but keep in mind, this is a slice of life anime. So if you don't like slice of life movies, you might want to skip this one. The romance is secondary to the character growth and development, which itself happens at a glacial pace. And lastly, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I do think Adachi and Shimamura's relationship skirts the edge of toxicity. Like, they could go either way. This next anime is arguably the most beloved women-loving women anime in existence, and it's none other than Bloom Into You. And I have to mention that this was the first gay lady anime that I ever watched, and we all know how special a first can be.
Ew.
I'm not even gonna pretend like Bloom Into You isn't my favorite anime in this video, because it is. Yu is our main character, and at the beginning of the story, she holds a somewhat delusional fantasy about what true love is really like. Basically, Yu reads a lot of romance manga and assumes that when she falls in love, she'll feel just like a character out of her favorite story. But when a cute classmate confesses his love for her, Yu feels nothing. So she assumes she must be incapable of falling in love with anyone. But then she meets Toko, an older classmate who also claims to be incapable of falling in love. So the two of them strike up a weird little friendship, and it's not long before Toko starts professing her love for Yu. But Toko's feelings aren't quite as straightforward as they seem on the surface. And basically the rest of the anime is the two of them navigating their aromantic/romantic relationship, but that is far from the extent of this anime because it covers a lot of ground, like issues surrounding identity and perception, grief, self-realization and discovery, aromanticism and purpose, not to mention how disappointing the gap between the fantasy of love and the reality of love can be. There is definitely a reason this is considered the best lesbian anime ever made. Now, one reason is because, well, there's just not very many lesbian animes, but also it's pretty damn good. This last anime just might be the most controversial lesbian anime in existence. Some consider it morally reprehensible, while others think it's a masterpiece, or at the very least, really hot. And look, if nothing else, this anime is for sure problematic. So if you're someone who doesn't want to hear about these things, I will see you in the next video. Also, this might be a good time to remind you guys, I have only watched 5 lesbian animes, and again, this was one of them.
I'm not okay.
I'm so sorry. So the infamous anime in question is none other than Citrus, a wholesome story about a young woman who spends her days handing out pieces of citrus fruit to strangers at the train station, hoping to brighten their long commutes. That is, until one fateful day. I'm just kidding. It's about stepsisters who take turns assaulting each other. No, seriously, that's what it's about. Uzu is an outgoing, happy-go-lucky teenager who just moved to a new neighborhood because her widowed mother recently married some dude. But some dude is off working somewhere, so it's just the two of them. Except it's not, because when Uzu starts at her new school, she meets a sexy, sad girl May, who is both sexy and sad. And also the student council president. The two girls immediately clash because, of course they do, but the real fun starts when Uzu learns that May isn't just her sexy, sad student council president. She's also her new stepsister. And they're gonna be sharing a room and a bed. May then immediately sexually assaults Uzu, and that is literally like 80% of the anime. Them just taking turns forcibly kissing each other. Like the fetish in this anime just jumps out and slaps you in the face. And look, not to downplay the fact that they're stepsisters because, you know, that's up, but I feel like the non-existent consent is even worse. Also, as a Game of Thrones fan, incest doesn't even make me blink anymore.
I'm not proud of it. It is what it is.
And I'm pretty sure if I had watched like one more anime, Citrus wouldn't have even made the list. But I do have to admit, I am a sucker for emotionally unavailable, sad, stoic girls with daddy issues. Also, compared to Happy Sugar Life, Citrus is wholesome. Please don't watch Happy Sugar Life.
It ruined my life.
All of the animes I talked about in this video are currently available to stream on Crunchyroll, and you guys know, your girl would never recommend a streaming platform that doesn't offer a 7-day free trial, so I also linked to all of the mangas and light novels that these animes are based off of in the description of this video, and just to let you know, I have heard amazing things about the Adachi and Shimamura light novels. In fact, I've already ordered the first 3 for myself. As always, I have to give a quick shout out to my newest patron, Mia. And if you enjoyed this video, you are definitely gonna love this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.